Hello, hello! Welcome back to my channel. It has been a few days since I filmed the last video, and now I finally have time to come back into my craft room and continue working on my journal, my Victorian lady journal. And so one thing I want to do today is make my cabochon, and I think I'm gonna like hang this like on a ball pin somehow. And if you don't know what those are, I made this one quite a while ago. I just printed an old photo from an old lady, well, not old, but like a Victorian lady, and then I put it in this cabochon, and it looks like from an old necklace. Okay, so I printed these three lovely ladies. She's a bride, and these are just pretty ladies. And I printed different settings, and then this one got really dark, both of those. One of them I printed photo setting on, and I said black and white, but they got really dark. This one was not was still photo setting and not black and white, but color, but it was still dark. So I was like, never mind the photo settings. And then I did, I think this one, I did this one. But you see it's little, it's a little grainy. And then I printed this one. It's a little better. It's not as dark as the other one. I printed it, I think best quality. Usually I just leave the settings because I noticed that it works best for me if I don't mess with the settings. But this one actually worked really well. So, I don't know yet which one I want to use, but I figured I'll just make all three of them and show you how I make those. Okay, and I have these cabochons. These are, I think, 3/4. Let's see. 3/4 of an inch wide by about an inch tall, and they come, let me get those the packaging out. So I use these. I got these from Amazon. They have so many different ones, and you just get a whole bunch of them, including those glass pieces, and they're for jewelry making. But I make either spine dangles or any like embellishments for my junk journal. And then I also have the hair clips, bobby pins, and these have different glass pieces, ovals and little round ones. But as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm just gonna use this one that's just like a flower, but it doesn't have a frame for a picture because we already used this one. All right, actually I can keep two more out. Oh yeah, and then I also have the bookmarks. These were very popular. I saw that a lot of people purchased those through my Amazon link when I first posted those in my haul. I can link the haul up here, but I can also link all these cabochon pieces down below because I love using those. And I mean, you don't have to go with these, like the ones that I buy or I use. There are so many different ones, and I think tomorrow, oh, I still have a cat in here. I thought they were both left. They both left. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get the second part of my Amazon order, and I actually got some more, so I will have to show them to you when I get those. I'm so excited. I'm gonna just have to make a cabochon making session here. Okay, so what I usually do, I wipe all my fingerprints off first, and I use my Fabri-Tac because it bonds like everything, including glass. So I assume it bonds metal too because it worked on this one. All right, and then obviously you don't have to print oval images. I just did it because I can. But if you have like a nice photo, or like not a photo, like a copy or print. I gotta let my cat out real quick. Okay, I let her out, and I told her that her brother is waiting for her out there, and I can already hear her growling and hissing. Told you so. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, so you can use any image you have. For example, I could use this one. Obviously his head is too big, but If you have any nice printed images from digital kits or scrapbook paper, you can just take the glass piece and figure out what you want. And then you would just glue it on here and then you can cut it out. So, but here I already made an oval in Adobe InDesign because I wanted to make sure I have the right size. So I'm just going to glue 3 of those on here. And I'm not going to use all of them in my journal. I'm just going to use 1. But I'm planning on making more Victorian style journals. So I figured, hey, I can just make them now. I'm already getting all this stuff out. I'm just going to polish this real quick. Alrighty. It is Monday night. And we had a holiday here, Memorial Day. And it's so nice that it's already Monday and I don't have, like, I didn't have to work today, but tomorrow is already Tuesday, which is great because then the week is short. Okay, so what you want to do, some people use the E6000 glue. I don't have that one. This one worked pretty well for me. What I do, I just put, there's a cat hair, preferably without cat hair. Just put some glue on this. And then you wiggle it around. You push it down and you wiggle it around until you don't see any like glue lines or bubbles anymore. And then you just let it dry. Oops. I learned that on a YouTube video, from a YouTube video. And you don't want to make use too much glue. Am I still in the frame? Yes. You don't want to use too much glue because then you're probably going to soak the picture and you don't want the image, and you don't want to do that either. Okay. Oh, come on. So I don't think I'm going to finish my journal in this this video because I still want to do some excuse me, a few other things, but I'm not really in a hurry or in a rush. I think my next project is gonna be my next design team project for Line.Arrow. Okay, so let's just let these guys or girls dry and wait. In the meantime, I can show you. If you remember from my last video, I put in the hidden spine, and it's holding in there pretty well, sitting in there pretty well. And one of my viewers has pointed out in the comments that I accidentally I was going to put 10 and 10 pages or pieces, but I accidentally put 9 and 11. I totally did not realize what I was doing. I guess I accidentally moved one over. However, the total page count is still the same, so it doesn't really matter, and it doesn't really bother me. I mean, you can tell a little bit, this one is a little bit bulkier than this, but it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so one other thing I want to do, because I still have this lovely corner piece from my old handkerchief, and I thought, hey, I still have like my cabinet cards, and I think I want to use this ballerina lady. And then I was like, well, I could make a pocket, like a corner pocket. Can try to glue this in here, like without this part, and then it can sit right in here. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is an antique handkerchief, and it's really fragile. I can just tear it. It's really weird. I've never seen fabric like that. But I'm trying to rip around like this lace piece, and I can still use this for other things. Like, remember I did my fabric hinge? So never throw these little pieces away, because you never know when you can use them. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Ugh. Yeah, you can just tear this. It's so weird. I mean, works for me, because I like the torn look better than straight cut edges. All right. So yeah, like I said, I haven't filmed in a few days. My last 2 videos I pre-filmed because I had like I filmed like 3 videos in one evening because I was just on a roll and forgot about the time. And then last Thursday I got my second vaccine, and I had a feeling I was gonna get sick, but you never know. Because I had COVID before. I had it last year, early in March, April. And so I thought maybe I'm not gonna really get sick. Well, Thursday night, my coworkers told me they had like a chills. They were so cold, and like on a day when it was 90 degrees out, they were freezing cold. Thursday night, I started feeling a little cold, but not too bad. Which one is the front? I think this one. And then, ooh, I like this. Now I just gotta figure out how to glue it down so it actually holds. Yeah, and then Friday morning, I felt like I was hit by a bus, and all day long I was in bed with a fever. And my company is nice. It's very nice. They gave us they said we can take a day or 2 if we get sick from the vaccine. And we don't have to take vacation. So I did a little bit of work on Friday, but I could barely, I could not function. So how do I do this? I was just in bed with a fever. I did not really have the chills anymore. I was just, had no energy, nothing. And I drank a lot of water because one of my friends told me it helped her. And the doctors, like the first time when I got my first shot, they said, drink lots of water. So I drank a lot of water, and I think that helped. And at some point and you're not supposed to take anti-inflammatory pain medication, but at some point I had to take like Tylenol because I thought my head was going to explode. I had a really bad headache. And then I put some like cold washcloth on my head, and I slept a lot. And then Saturday morning, I wake up like nothing happened. I was perfectly fine. No aches, no pains, nothing. Which is really strange because usually when you're sick, you get better slowly. So it gets better every day, but you still feel a little bit sick. But this was just like someone flipped the switch and I was better. I mean, it worked for me. I'm glad. So I'm glad I'm over with that. Done. So curious how my husband's gonna get it in, I think, 2 weeks. So I'm curious how he will react, because everybody's different. Same with when everybody has different symptoms of COVID. For some it's mild, for some it's really bad, for some it's so different. In the beginning they just didn't know all the. Do I glue? I think I want to glue it down here because I love this piece. I don't want to lose this piece. Yeah, because they didn't know the exact symptoms, and then more and more symptoms became known. Okay, so sorry if you're not interested in that. I just wanted to update you on what was going on. And then Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Did a lot of stuff with my daughter at a grocery shop. And then Sunday, my daughter and I went out again to buy some more yard stuff and duck stuff, because next week I'm gonna get my duckies. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry as well. And then today it was raining, but I still did stuff outside. I love the rainy weather. Oh, it's so beautiful when you hear the rain fall on the trees in your yard, like in the woods. So relaxing. Okay, where's my needle? Needle. Hello? Ooh. Oh, no. Does anybody see my needle here? Oh, no. Oh, got it. All right, so while this is drying, I have one other thing. I have to wait for everything here. So remember, I had this little photo. It's probably way younger than what my journal is supposed to be, like the age. However, I want to use this. And I was like, how am I going to put it in there? Because I don't want to just like glue it on there. So I figured I went through all my old scrapbooks and photo albums that I've like the vintage and antique stuff. And I found these photo corners. I know these are not Victorian, but they're old. They're like from the 40s or 50s. So, yes, this is not super authentic, but that's okay. So, I thought I'm just gonna put, let's see, find a page. And just put 2 of those corners. I try to take them out of the journal of that old photo album really carefully. Yeah, and then just glue those on here. So you can still take the photo out. This is a little torn, but that's okay. It's supposed to be old and fragile. Oopsies. Yeah. Where did you go? Okay. And I'm only putting glue on the photo corners. And I have the photo corners on the photo, so I can just put this down and know that I don't have to like measure or anything, because I want the size to be correct. Okay. Ah! I'm just gonna glue this in here. Oops. Yeah, this is gonna stick up, but it's okay. It looks old. It's kind of funny. This is 1834 and this is actually probably 1934. Oh well. It is what it is, but it holds the photo. Okay, I think now we can go back to our cabochons. Are you dry yet? Oh, you are dry. Ooh, look at that. Ta-da! I mean, you can also put other stuff there, but I thought since this is such a heavy-duty journal, not journal, cabinet card. Wow, I really like this. I wish I had more of this. Oh well. So, now we can make our cabochons. Yep, they're dry, so you can see no bubbles or gluey spots in there. And now I'm going to close my glue. And I'm going to cut these, I'm going to separate these first, because it's going to be easier to cut them out when they're like individual pieces. I'm very chatty now. I don't even have any caffeine in me. Okay. Let's see. And you just cut around the edge. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see the edge because you're going to glue it into the cabochon. Or I don't even know what the cabochon part is. The whole thing, the glass or the frame, but I guess the whole thing is a cabochon. So we just glue this into the frame. Oh, and it's still raining. It's been raining since yesterday. So now I just put a little bit of glue into the frame. Not a lot, because if you put a lot of glue in there and then squish this in, then it comes out on the side. Like it oozes out and you don't want that. So I think I'm just going to cover it a little lightly. Like this. If you can see. Just like that. And then we shall just plop this in here. And I'm just going to push it down. I try not to put more fingerprints or gluey fingerprints on it, but you can always like wipe it off. Wow, that's really pretty. Let's do the other two. Did I not take frames out? I don't think I did. And these are so much fun to make. Like even with like just pieces of scrapbook paper, like leftover scrapbook paper that have a nice pattern, or like a maybe a wallpaper might be too thick, but yeah, whatever like nice images you have, or nice, or if it's like a from your digital kit. Oh, this glue is not dry 100%. Yuck. So it like the cabochon matches your the rest of your journal, whatever kit you use. Okay, so, oh, look at this. This one is broken. This one doesn't have the loop on the top. It's broken. But I want the loop on the top. So I'm going to hang those onto like a bob pin. Okay. And now let's just do this real quick. Okay. Even though I decided I'm not going to have a garden this year, because I have my hands full with everything, I still planted a few things. So I have like lettuce plants on my deck. They somehow do not. I don't think they will survive until I have my ducks, because I planted them for my ducks, because they love like shredded lettuce in their water. But for some reason it's turning yellow. I tried, like, I don't know if it's too much water, not enough water, too much sun. It's definitely not enough sun, because it gets really sunny there. So I even put up a sun umbrella over them for part of the day, so they don't get too much sun. Ah! But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. I've never tried to grow lettuce. And then I have parsley. I have kale. I transplanted my kale plants today. I hope I didn't kill them. And I planted some more peas, because my pea plants are doing really awesome. And peas are also something the ducks apparently like to nibble. Like, they like the peas, but they also like to nibble on the plants. So I'm gonna, when I transplant them, I'm gonna, or into something bigger, I'm gonna let them grow up the fence that's like from the enclosure from the ducks. Okay, yay! We have new cabochons. I think I might use, I don't even know now, which one should I use? Aren't those neat? I love them. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, let them dry a little bit. And then there was another thing I wanted to do today. It just came to me when I was talking. Take those away. Okay, so I still have to use these things. So I was like, should I make like a little envelope out of this? But what am I going to put in the envelope? So I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll wait on those. I don't know yet. But what I want to use are, oops, these ladies that I've used before. The stem. And now I can't find, what? It just fell out, I guess. Ooh, what happened to my lovely ladies? Ah, okay. I want to make a little bookmark. So, I thought I can stamp all those 4 in one. Oh, might be too big. Nope, might not be too big. Okay, so I'm gonna make a bookmark and stamp all those 4 ladies in one row. And then I'm gonna use my tag punch. I love this thing. So you have 3 different widths of tags, and depending on what width you have, you put them on here, and then you get the different tops. So I thought, hey, why not make a bookmark? But let me find my other stamps real quick. Found them. They were hiding on my other table. Okay, I think I want, since I didn't use this in my journal, I think I'm just going to use this like a paper bag. You can also get those on Amazon. I can also link them down below if you're interested. Like I said last time, I'm going to link them downstairs. And I think I'm just going to cut a 2-inch piece, because these are like less than 2 inches. So the top will look like this. Okay, so I think I'm just going to trim this with my trimmer. And I'm also going to make one of those, because I have all these lovely stamps that I've showed you. And these are also very popular. So just as an idea of what you can use them for. Okay, so let's see. We need 2 inches. I'm gonna go a tiny, teensy-weensy bit less than 2 inches. Just so it won't be an issue in here. That's fine. And then this one, how big are you? This will be 1.5 inches. So let's do this one for 1.5 inches. Oh, but I have to cut it. I have to put it on. Glue it like on a card. Put a cardstock in there. Okay, 1.5 inches. Because otherwise it's going to be too flimsy. Or I'm just going to glue the front and the back together. Yeah, let's do that. Let's glue the front and the back together. But I have to cut these. I'm going to stamp first. But we don't need... do I need this? No, I'm going to cut this off. Okay. So, and then, this is my bottom. Gotta see how I want to line those up. I think I'm gonna do one facing this way, one this way, one this way, one this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one are you? 1, 2. Ooh. Okay, I gotta see if I can line those up. Let's punch this first to see if it actually even works with the size of my... Okay, so this is the top, which looks really nice. Oops. And then... yeah, that should work. Make sure I don't stamp them upside down. That would be a bummer. No, kitty, you have to stay out now. Constantly in and out, and in and out, and in and out, and in and out. Okay, so... as you remember, this is my Tim Holtz platform. And I looked, they've become so expensive. I don't know what happened. But I didn't pay, like now there's, what was it, like 60 or 70 bucks? I did not pay that much. I don't remember exactly how much I paid, but I didn't think it was more than 40 bucks. I thought it was 29. I don't remember. But yes, I was shocked when I saw the price, when I looked it up to link for you guys. So yeah, I guess whatever stamping platform you have works. Because this is nuts. And I said, because the Misty one was really expensive. The Misty one is a very small size and was $50. This is a bigger one and I think more versatile. And it was 60 or 69. But I think it's just, I think the price went up. Okay. So, wish me luck. And I am going to use my VersaFine ink. Because this is just black pigment ink. And it works really, actually, oh, okay, I have 2 of those. The other one I have upstairs, because I did some stamping upstairs. So now let me just line these up better. So now that I can see them, I can line up so the lines are more even. Okay, doesn't have to be perfect. And I use a stamping platform so I can re-stamp it in case the impression is not good. Because if you just use a clear block, then, and you have to stamp it again, it's really hard to like get exactly on the same spot again. Oops. That's why I love using a stamping platform. And then you just, and this one you can use for the foam cling stamps and the clear stamps. I guess the Misty you can too, but you have to take like the foam part out of the platform. Oh wow! I think this looks really nice. That's a nice bookmark. There you go. Don't have to print it twice. Well, actually, let's try again. Not print, stamp. Just want to see what happens if I do it one more time. Just a little more. Yeah, just a little darker. Very neat. And now I'm just gonna put glue in there to glue it together so it's not too flimsy, because I think one layer would be too flimsy. Okay, so now usually I would clean this with my stamp cleaner. I currently don't have anything here, so I'm just gonna wipe this off real quick with a baby wipe. And you can also clean this with stamp cleaner. I just want to make sure that I don't leave any marks on my next piece. Okay, so I can go over there, ladies. Oh, I keep bumping into my tripod. Okay, next is this one. And now this is wet. You don't want to put your paper on a wet surface. And now I've only tried a couple of these. This came with a set of 8. They were unavailable for a while after I had done my haul, but I'm still gonna link them, so if you want them you can check when they're back in stock, because these are really, oh, you actually have to take, oh, this is sticky. Okay, you actually have to take the clear film off. So it came with 8 of those. I can actually show you if you're interested. I love those, and they're actually really good quality. Okay, so I was gonna put glue on there. Oh my word. Silly me. So pretty. Oh, so when stuff like this happens, you can either clean it off or just don't squish too much when you like push it down on the paper. Or you just want to be like tap lightly on your stamp. And I think with these with these stamps, I don't think you have to stamp multiple times, because when I tested those, I just didn't even use a clear block because they're pretty sturdy, these stamps, like thick, and I just stamped them on paper like this without any block or stamping platform, and the imprint was great like this. So for these you don't even need a stamping platform, I would say. Isn't this pretty? And this can be a bookmark once or even like a belly band for your journal. I might make this a belly band. Okay, so let me get the other stamps real quick, and then I can show you what came with the set. So there was sunflowers, there was butterfly, some are sideways, some are this way. My personal favorite, mushrooms. This is also very beautiful. Ferns. Oh, I should use this in my scrapbook, like, because we have lots of ferns in our backyard, and if I take pictures, I can just use this as a border in my scrapbook. And then we have lovely other flowers. And then these. It's like a little buttercup or something. All right. Back to my project here. Put all the stuff away. Oops, you go over there. Okay, so I normally would use my glue stick. Actually, I'm going to use my glue stick, but I'm also going to get some glue down there, I'm going to use my art glitter glue. If I actually get glue out of the bottle. Wow. Because I can't reach down there with my glue stick. Okie dokie. Do it this way so I don't accidentally smear my stamped images, even though I think they're dry. But I just want to make sure. Ta-da! So I could sew around them, but I kind of don't want to. I want to trim this edge a little bit. I mean corner. Okay. So now let's see what we're going to put in there. Should I make a corner? Gosh, not corner. A oh my God, hole enforcer. Let's make a quick hole enforcer. If I can find my hole enforcer punch. Just gonna use this piece. Oops. I'm going to use the lighter side. Come on. Why are you not cooperating today? Here we go. Okay. Need a tiny little bit of glue. Yeah. I just had to sneeze a few times, and I didn't want to sneeze in your, like, burst your eardrums. Hello, allergies. And I guess you could journal on the back if you wanted to. All right. Can't really tell. I just want to cover this lighter, this where we cut. Actually, we cut over here. And I think I have an idea what I'm going to use as a little string thingy up there. Oops, not a wet wipe. Left over from this. So we can probably tear a long let's see. If we can do this. Aha! So weird. Gonna use up every single piece. There you go. I'm just gonna trim those off a little bit. Okay, and now we just have to finish the cabochon, and then we're done with the project for today. Projects for today, like the embellishments, and then I think my next video we can finish this whole thing. Okay, ta-da! And it's a little bigger, but I think it's still okay, because then at least you know what page you're on. Okay, and then we also have this lovely bookmark, which can just sit anywhere, like this. And then we have this lovely lady, and now I need to find my ball pins. They are here, and of course I also bought those on Amazon. There's hardly anything that I don't buy on Amazon. Okay, what did I just drop? Corners. And I just like them because they look old. And now I could technically hang this on here as well. I think for now I'm going to do this because I don't know yet exactly where I want to hang this. So, I mean, it's covering her face now, but you can hang this whole thing. You could probably punch a hole somewhere, or I can hang it in here, although it's gonna pull this down, I guess. Let's try this. There's many ways you can attach these. So sometimes I sew lace on the edges of my pages, and then I would just put this, like, attach it to the lace. I could technically put it in here, but because this piece from this handkerchief is so fragile, I don't want to do that. I could put it in here. It's like she collected different things and just added them all to her journal, I guess. Oops. Like this. I don't know. I think it's pretty. Or if you sew through this, if you don't do a hidden spine, you sew through the book cover or a journal cover, the spine. You could also attach this to the whatever you use to sew into signatures, or you can also put eyelets, punch a hole with like a crocodile, and put an eyelet in a page and then attach it to an eyelet. So for now, I'm gonna leave it here. So we get that. We have this one. Just gonna clip this somewhere for now. Right there. And then we have this bookmark to just mark a page. All right, so that's all we did for today. We have this lovely cabochon. We have this piece of my antique handkerchief that holds anything that you want to put in here, because it has lots of room in here. But I put my handmade cabinet card in here, and then when you, I was gonna say when you scroll through, I work with computers too much. When you flip through, and you also have this hairpin. And then you have this lovely bookmark. And that is it for today. So, oh yeah, and then we also added the photo, which this one unfortunately is broken, but I mean, what do you expect? This thing is old, right? It's from 1800s. So I think next time I'm just going to add a few more embellishments. And I have an idea of something I want to do in my next video, but I have to wait for my Amazon order that I'm getting tomorrow. I already got part of it on Saturday, but I'm waiting for another piece that I need. And then we can probably film this tomorrow or the day before, day after. And then we can finish this lovely journal. Oh yeah, and I still wanted to add those other 2 papers. I have to figure out. Maybe we'll do this in my next video. Okay, so I hope you like those cabochons and give them a try. They're really fun to make. And I hope I was able to give you some more ideas for things that you can create for your journals. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really excited that you like this journal idea. And I am looking forward to the next video to see you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.